just a robot.
So I did my last video on T-Moss Boss. I expected it to end off on a bang, but it ended off on a whimper. It barely got any views. I really want to do another video on him, especially after his recent response to me. But I made a promise that I would stop, and I need to find a new lolcow. But luckily for me, I came across a person known as Dayton HyperNova. Often when I talk about a lolcow, a lot of people comment, "It's just a troll, man." But the reason why I don't think people like T-Moss Boss or Future XXMD Comic Zones or whatever his stupid name is are trolls is because they've been keeping this persona up for a very long time and uploading constantly almost every single day. While Dayton HyperNova doesn't upload as much as the other two, he has been keeping up this persona for a very long time, and if he is a troll, then it's pretty impressive that he got his whole family involved in this. Revenge of the Sith has done a few videos on them, and DeadwingDork has also done a video on Dayton HyperNova. There's even a kiwifarms about them. Dayton HyperNova started off by just uploading videos of bands he has recorded. The video quality is extremely bad. The color saturation is just terrible. Now, by the off chance that his camera is not terrible and he's just adding a filter, that's still pretty dumb. It just makes the videos even more unwatchable than they already are. And the titles are just so incomprehensible, they're pretty much impossible to read. The other videos he uploaded were just 30-second clips of him switching shirts. It's very bizarre, but it also shows that he has a severe skin condition on his body. But we'll get to that later. Now, none of this is really all that interesting, but on November 26, 2015, he uploaded his first video recording his family. In these videos, he also reveals that he has the skin condition psoriasis, and he blames his family for making it worse by causing him stress.
And that I have psoriasis all over my body, and it keeps me from having a regular life like any of these people have.
Yeah, he's the Attorney General.
Psoriasis.
Thanks for letting us know.
It's caused by stress.
Dayton HyperNova doesn't really have the best relationship with his brother.
My skin! Oh, it's my fault! The skin that ashes off of my arm. Listen, you're talking about psoriasis. It's a severe problem that's got worse from you yelling.
Because you won't go to the doctor.
It's all my
They
fault.
told me to clean my
I
fucking
go to the
leg.
doctor and they reject
I'm a
it.
little baby. I
You
want
can't
people.
even.
And his channel is pretty much now just dedicated to him catching his brother on camera doing something terrible. For example, take this video, older brother, quote-unquote, hate crime, and bickering at football game. What happens in this video? Well, the staircase is recorded, and that's about it. You can hear some noises and people talking, but you can't make anything out whatsoever. If you think this is the one video where this happens, no, it's not. Even in HyperNova's most recent video, this happens. I love this comment. I don't think my headphones are loud enough to hear the voices in your head. Now everyone has family problems, and I'm pretty sure you had some pretty heated arguments with your own family. But Dayton HyperNova records these arguments, usually caused by him, and uploads them to YouTube. In one video he uploaded, his brothers were having an argument about politics, specifically centered around cops shooting people. Dayton HyperNova records this for several minutes, but once he gets involved, it gets really heated.
Yes, I know.
Back off and watch what you're
It's not
really
the
saying.
politics, Dad. It's
It
being
is the
unstable.
politics.
It's an
Politics is
Okay, you're right that the subject is politics. I never disagree. I'm talking about an unstable person who can't keep his mouth shut.
I never disagree with politics. He's an unstable man and he can't keep his mouth shut. In this next part, you'll see how his brother tries to calmly talk to him, but HyperNova just keeps insulting him, making the argument become very heated.
Look,
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Hold on, let me
somebody asked.
It's sad that your younger brothers are telling you straight to your face that you need to
The
grow
only
up.
thing I don't like about
I need to grow up.
Listen, yes, right now your face
Earl, when's
is...
the last time you had a job?
I work a job 7 days a week.
Where?
Here in this
I do all your work here. I've done all your laundry.
You throw laundry
You know
on
what
the
you do all
ground.
day?
That's not work,
I
Sherman.
clean up after all your
You're
skin.
a bum.
When was the last time you had a job? I do chores in this house. Doing chores is not what I would describe as a job. And according to his brother, he says he does all the work for HyperNova. But HyperNova later got back at his brother by proving that he's lazy. How did he do this? By recording his brother doing yard work.
That's my older brother out there in the backyard. Working, supposedly, whatever that is that he's doing out there. He's never out there actually doing anything except for sitting on his ass.
Well, that's not what the video is showing. It's showing him not sitting but bent over, picking up weeds and throwing them in the garbage. And you'll see more of HyperNova's delusions throughout this video. This led a lot of people to speculate that he might suffer from schizophrenia. Now, the reason why Dayton hasn't been kicked out yet is because his father is a kind man and he loves all of his children.
There's a difference here. I love all of you.
But despite being such a kind old man to his children, anytime Dayton wants something, usually money, he just yells at his dad.
You owe me money for the week of January 12th, 2019.
$2,000. You shut
That
down.
was all last year.
My credit card.
Why are you even breaking something up that we agreed about? We agreed it's on camera.
I love this. He's yelling at his dad for owing him money, yet he owes his dad $3,000. Everybody has that one friend who will ask for money, and if you ask for your money back, they'll call you greedy and selfish. But if you owe them money in any way whatsoever, they'll constantly bring it up, and completely ignore all the money they owe you. Now, Dayton HyperNova claimed that the $3,000 that he borrowed was agreed upon by both his father and his mother, and it was caught on tape.
Those $3,000 had to do with the birthday and Christmas. Okay, and it was agreed.
Well, not by me, it wasn't.
Dad, it was agreed by you and Mom. It was agreed. Do not play games. We agreed it's on camera.
I looked around his channel and I couldn't find it, but I did find this little gem.
You're not allowed to buy stuff on the credit card. Do you understand?
I did.
You did what?
I bought stuff with the credit card.
You're not allowed to.
Well, I did.
Well, you're done.
I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Dang, despite this person being like 30 or something, they're acting like a smart-ass 6-year-old. You're not allowed to buy stuff with a credit card. Well, I just did. Well, you're done doing that. Nah, I think I have the ability to do it. Like, remember when you were 6 and your parents would say, stop going in Mrs. Fudge's yard, and then you would hop in Mrs. Fudge's yard and say, but I'm in her yard right now, I thought you said I couldn't do it, but apparently I can. But the difference between that and this is, when you did that, you were a little kid. This is a 30-year-old man.
You are done.
Mom,
I'm going to call the
Listen
credit
to me.
card and tell them no purchases.
Mom, I don't get paid enough to clean.
Bullshit. Go
Mom,
get
what?
a job.
I work.
Go get a job.
Mom, I have a job and I have
Jerry,
arthritis
give
in
me
my
the
hands.
credit card.
Get a job. I have a job. I do chores around the house, and I don't get paid enough for it. Plus, I have arthritis in my hand. Man, this person has a skin condition and arthritis. What else do you think they have? Dayton HyperNova, the spoony one, called, and he wants all of his diseases back. Oh, and despite Dayton saying they don't make enough money, their parents pay them $20 an hour for 5 hours of work a week.
It means 5 hours a week to do that. That's $20 an hour.
Dad, I'm not gonna have a fucking discussion about money when you owe it to me.
$20 an hour is not below
Yes, it is.
minimum. It is.
It's not that, Dad.
You're ignorant.
No.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was lucky to get $5 for cleaning both of my parents' cars. Really well, I might add. I don't even make $20 an hour now at my real job. But according to Dayton, $20 an hour is below minimum wage. You know all those people holding signs saying the minimum wage should be $15 an hour? Well, according to Dayton, that's way lower than the minimum wage. Like, where does this person even live where $20 an hour is below minimum wage? I want to move there.
I got to call and cancel it.
Mom.
No! I told you no!
Mom.
No excuse.
Why can't I have a regular conversation with you at all?
You stole money from me. That's no big deal. You're acting crazy. I just want to have a normal conversation with you.
I told you.
All I did was buy a
can't-
box of things, Mom. It
I
wasn't a
don't
big
care.
deal.
I told you
I pay
no.
you back everything and it's not
You
enough.
don't pay anything.
I paid back all that stuff. Everything
What?
of last
What
year.
have you paid?
Seriously, Mom.
What? I haven't seen any money.
You pay me. You're my boss. You're my employer. I get paid $100.
What? What did I just hear? You stole money from me, but I always pay you back. When? You are my employer. You pay me. I mean, that's flawless logic right there. Next time you take money out of the cash register at work, just tell your boss that they pay you. So if you steal money, who cares? You always pay them back by working for them.
Don't do anything.
I do! I clean your house and all that laundry!
Get out of the way.
I have arthritis in my hands, Mom!
Go get a job.
That's terrible! Wait, I'm not done here.
Yeah, it's so terrible to tell someone to get a job if they want money. Especially when they have totally legit arthritis.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I also love how his mom is trying to walk away and he starts chasing after her, trying to escalate the situation even more. This also completely disproves both of his parents being okay with him borrowing $3,000 from them. I mean, if his mom gets this mad over him buying one thing, I can't imagine how angry she would be if he spent $3,000. The thing that debunks Dayton HyperNova the most is himself.
I'm not done yet.
Shut down that one.
Dad, this is unreasonable.
Well,
I'm not spending a massive amount of money on stuff. That's wrong of her, and she knows it.
Yeah, except for, you know, that $3,000 you spent of your parents' money.
And you know it. This is
other things we know that you don't know we know.
That's nonsense. Anyway, Dad.
Well, you call it what you want.
Because you talk so ominously, I rebut that remark that you just made. It didn't make any sense, and it came off as snide, condescending, and almost like a threat.
Wow, so that sounded like a threat. Yet you said this to your poor old man.
It was agreed. Do not play games.
Yeah, that sounds like way more of a threat than saying, I know things you don't think I know. Now, if you couldn't tell by how much he talks about his arthritis and skin condition, he loves to play the victim. He constantly talks about how his brother beats him and how the whole family knows about it, and they do nothing at all to help him.
My sister is 100% okay with him being in this house beating me while she brings her kids here to babysit. She has 3 kids with her husband, and they all know that he beats me. In fact, he does it right in front of them.
Whoa, that's a dirty mirror.
This is on camera right now, and you're just giving me a blank stare like, but Dad, you know it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know about me getting beat down. That's never happened? Are you going to say that now? Because so much of this on camera is infuriating. Do you want to see your grandchildren in this house ever again?
Wow, that doesn't sound like a threat. That is a threat. You want to see your grandchildren again? Huh? But according to Dayton's brother, Dayton punched him in the eye.
What did you just say?
Remember when you hit me in the eye and gave me a black eye? Police came because you hit me in the eye and gave me a black eye. Remember when you came out of the room and you started beating everybody?
So here's what I think happened. He was in an argument with his brother, and it got pretty heated considering his brother seems to be the only person who really argues with him back. He then attacked his brother by punching him in the face, and his brother restrained him, putting him to the ground, which Dayton mistook as his brother body slamming him. But don't take my word for it, take the family's word for it.
They are witnesses, you idiot!
Wait, stop.
They are witnesses, Trash.
Let's ask a witness. Mom, I'm going to ask you one question only. Did Earl run out of his room in a violent rage and attack me and punch me in the face?
By the way, as I said before, this is all uploaded by him. This is beyond delusional. He's just exposing himself.
And I'm not afraid to tell you right now to your face.
Oh, you're the one! You're a bum! You're a loser! All you ever do
This is how it is, Dale, when he
and
yells.
whine and say, life isn't fair, this, that, and the other. You're the one who never shuts up. You're
Right.
the one who tells your mom, you can't take a bath because I'm going to
You literally picked the one day that I had an argument with Mom about taking a bath.
I love that. You literally picked the one day where I had an argument with Mom about taking a bath. I love how he brings up the bath thing. Not argument with Mom about taking a bath. We've already seen him argue with his mom about who attacked who first, and about money. So when his brother brings up the whole bath thing against him, instead of focusing on having an argument with his mom, he focuses on the bath thing.
Who is the most mature person of this household? You? You stood there while he was beating me the days before my birthday this year.
What?
Your son, the big, older son who you refused to kick out of this house, he beats me repeatedly in the name of God.
Should I?
He beats me in the name of God, and you're telling me about God. You do not talk to him about God because
About God.
you...
You called me a Christian.
I said that was real Christian talk, and then you turned it into Bible.
We were talking about Christianity, not the Bible. Those are two completely different things. Like, what is this person even on? And now the story's changing again. His brother is now beating him in the name of the Lord. And don't even talk about maturity. This is from the same video where he was arguing with his mom about the credit card.
Remember, you just said stuff about the Bible, about disrespecting your parents. I get beat in front of my parents.
What? The Bible may say respect your parents, but I get beaten in front of my parents.
You don't get beat in front of you.
I got beat in front of you the weekend of my birthday in January, Dad. And there's video of him going crazy.
Let me see it.
It's out there.
It's not there.
No, I didn't say that, Dad.
I just love the dad's response. He is my favorite person out of this entire household. Now, there are no videos of Dayton's brother beating him, but there are videos of Dayton's mother saying that he punched his brother in the eye.
Dad, I get beat in this house, and I'm getting in trouble for buying one thing on a freaking credit card when I don't get paid minimum wage. Guess who was here this weekend?
$20 an hour.
No, that is not what I get paid. If I worked 1 hour out of the week, which is not what I work way more than 1 hour a week, then that would be fair. That is not what happens in this house.
You're full of shit.
No, I am not.
Enough!
Oh my god, I love this grandpa. But back to HyperNova, here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you work more. Your employer pays you for the work he sets for you. If you do extra work at work, they don't have to pay you for it. Also, I don't even think Dayton does 5 hours of work. Actually, scratch that. I know he doesn't do it.
Full of shit. You are a lying scumbag if you think I work 1 hour out of the day.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Go to hell where you belong. Stupid asshole. Dad, all I did was buy one thing on a credit card. I can pay her back, and she's saying she's going outrage mode. The woman stands there while your son, who's over 6 feet tall, beats the shit out of me, and I'm like 5'9".
This is happening right now.
Will you stop being an ignorant fool and fucking grow up like you expect me to be when I'm getting beat in front of you? There's nothing wrong with me wearing dresses.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Dayton claims to be a trans woman, but this is the first time where I'm going to refuse to call them by their pronouns. 1, they have a fucking beard, and 2, which is way more important, they misgender themselves constantly.
You don't let a man beat another man. Not a man who dresses as a woman. You just don't.
And just so you're keeping track at home, they have arthritis, psoriasis, and now gender dysphoria.
I have no one in the family to talk to about my health issues because the only one I had it is dead now, and then all of you are ignorant fools who act like terrible people to someone who sometimes has to walk with a freaking cane in the wintertime.
Wow, sometimes has to walk with a cane in the wintertime. Some people can't walk at all, and they don't act crazy like you do. Plenty of people have harder lives than you do, and they get way further in life. Stop acting like a freaking victim all the time.
That is terrible, to ever treat someone like that kind of shit when they're the only good person in the family left. That's terrible, and look at that look in your eyes, that tells me everything. You are full of it.
Wow. They actually think they're the last good person in their household. This is by far the most delusional person I have ever talked about. This outdoes Future XX Comic Zones, or however you say his stupid name, and T-Moss Boss combined.
That's terrible, Mom. I can pay you back for that box, and you're going to have an outrage mode. I can pay you back for that box. That is terrible of you. That is so immature and juvenile.
I love that he's calling others immature while he's stomping up the stairs like a 5-year-old brat who was told he couldn't have a cookie before dinner. And I'm not even joking here. The next clip is seriously how the video ends.
Okay. This is a bad one. So anyway, I'm turning this off now. They are terrible.
I did not edit that at all. That's how he stopped it. I highly recommend checking the other videos done on Dayton HyperNova. They're a fantastic watch. And please don't go harass this guy. I really want them to stay on YouTube. And hey, if this video does really well, I might do one more video on this guy.